Good morning, miners. My name is Ryan.
And I'm Sean. Today is Thursday, November 18th, and this is Miner Morning TV.
Today's schedule is period 1-5 brunch, 6-2 lunch, 3 and 4.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's Disney Day, miners. Does this make Plaza Rita the happiest place on earth? Here is a video about the final 2 days of Spirit Week.
Great news, miners. Tickets for the Winter Forum will go on sale starting today. You do not want to miss out, so if you want to get the discounted price of only $15, you need to buy your tickets today or tomorrow. Otherwise, the price will increase to $18 when we return from break. And now a video on what you have to look forward to.
Harry Potter Club will be meeting today at lunch in room 15. Come join the magic.
You can be a part of a unique, rewarding high school experience, earn college credits, and explore your future today. If you would like to learn more about Academy of the Canyons Middle College High School, you and your parents are invited to attend a mandatory information meeting tonight via Zoom at 6 p.m. For more information, visit academyofthecanyons.com under admissions.
And now over to Counselor's Corner.
I'm Mrs. Jellings.
I'm Mrs. Rendon.
And I'm Mrs. Bartalovich.
And
welcome to Counselor Corner.
So again, good morning everyone. So just a gentle reminder, a quick reminder that quarter 2 progress grades are out. So please make sure to review your grades on Infinite Campus. You do have 4 weeks because the quarter ends on December 16th to work on any assignments that you've missed or need to make up. So in order to pass a class, remember you need a D- or better. So don't forget to check Infinite Campus again for progress grades, which are out now. Ms. Jennings.
So a lot of you might remember one of the questions that we had on the survey was whether or not you're great at communicating with others when you're upset or overwhelmed. Surprisingly, a third of you shared that you struggle with this. And so we just want to encourage you guys that when you find yourself in those situations, be aware that you are more likely to become frustrated and resort to unhelpful behaviors like yelling or fighting.
So today we're going to talk about some communication tips in hopes to help support you in these specific situations so that you don't engage in behaviors that are not helpful. So the first thing we want to say is, almost all conflicts amongst peers that we're dealing with actually start with a lack of communication or miscommunication. So it's really important that when you're having these conversations, trying to have it in person, because it's very easy to misunderstand or misread when someone is writing something in a text, in a DM, in an email, in a chat. So if you're unclear about something, just say, hey, let's wait to talk about this tomorrow at school. so that you're not confused or you don't perceive something in a different way. When you are having those difficult conversations, it's also really important to listen to understand instead of listening to respond. So a lot of the times when you're in an argument or a difficult conversation, you're not listening to understand what the person is trying to tell you. You're listening because you want to give a really good comeback. So that's not helpful, right? So if you're just listening to understand what they're actually trying to tell you, you're actually going to have a better time understanding where they're coming from and maybe be able to empathize with them a little bit more. Another way to be helpful in a conversation is to use I statements, because instead of saying, oh, you do this wrong or you do that wrong, it's much more helpful to use I statements because you're saying how you feel. I feel upset because when you yell at me, it makes me feel incompetent. What I need for you is to tell me something calmly, because that way you're letting the person know how you feel, what's upsetting you, and the best way to, what you need instead. If you feel like you're not able to have a productive conversation, just walk away. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to say, I need some time, I need to take, some deep breaths, and then try again later. And if you feel like you're just not able to resolve the conflict amongst yourselves, go ahead and reach out to a counselor, and you can always facilitate that conversation. So something that is really important is just remember that, junior high is like the game telephone. So sometimes kids come in and they say, oh, I heard so-and-so said such and such about me. But that might not always be the case. So an example that I use is maybe so-and-so said, oh, Miss Rendon smells like cheese, right? And I can get really upset and really angry and think, why is this person saying I smell like cheese? But when I actually confront that person and ask them, maybe they can say, oh, I just said that you really love cheese, which is true. I love cheese. So just be mindful that before you try to approach someone and correct them, make sure that you just say, hey, I heard you said this. Is this true? Because that can actually prevent a lot of drama.
Communication with adults is a little bit different than communicating with your peers. A lot of times, the majority of the times when you come into the counseling office, we will tell you, if you have a question, if you have a concern, if you need some help, talk to your teachers. They are the experts and they're going to be able to help you the best. But sometimes you don't always have the confidence to talk to them, but it's important to remember that all of us, everybody who works here, is here and chose this career to help you. And so we want to help. We want to make sure that you understand, that you get what you need, but you also want to remember that we can't read your minds. So talk to us, let us know, I have a question, I have a concern, something's going on. If you don't feel comfortable approaching a teacher during class or asking the questions during class, it's okay to, stay after class. You can go to their office hours. Sometimes you can write it down. If you are working on your homework the night before, or if you have a question or a concern, write it down so you have notes when you go talk to them, so that you have that paper to reference. Sometimes when you get nervous, you don't always remember what you need to say or what you need to ask, and so those notes are going to be really helpful. But always let us know that you need help. Whether it's your counselor, whether it's your teacher, whether it's another adult on campus, we are here to listen, we are here to help, and all you have to do is come up to us and let us know that something's going on.
And that's it for today. Have a great Thursday.
Every day at Placer is a holiday. Today is Apple Cider Day.
That's all for us. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Sean. Have a Hakuna Matata Thursday, miners.